Hello students, myself Mallesh, lecturer Mechanical Engineering, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. Today I am going to teach you steam boilers, Unit 2 in Applied Thermal Engineering for 5th semester Mechanical Engineering students. Let's move on to slides. Students, I am going to teach you today session 7. So before that, I have a revision for you. I have explained in previous session various boiler accessories. Those are economizer, preheater, superheater, feed pump. So I hope you all are gone through these accessories to know more about how these accessories are very important in the boiler to increase the efficiency and to improve the function of a boiler. So let's move on to the session 7. So students, I will going to teach in this session boiler draught system. So those are purpose of a draught, classification of a draught, natural or chimney draught, advantages of a natural draught, disadvantages of natural draught. So these are the contents I have taken for the today's session. Let's take, before getting to the draught, so how we have to know what is draught. So why the draught is required? So draught, this is the difference between absolute gas pressure at any point in a gas flow passage and the ambient atmospheric pressure. So the draught is nothing but is a difference between suppose say in the boiler system is a difference between the outside pressure to the inside the pressure. So that means the absolute gas pressure inside the boiler with the gas flow passage and the ambient atmospheric temperature. So it will gives the temperature difference of surrounding pressure as well as inside the flue gas pressure. So draught is achieved by small pressure difference which is cause the flow of air or gas to take place. So why the draught is required? So how the draught will operate? So whether there is no difference, there is no flow of air. So if there is a difference, then the flow of air will occur. So these difference will cause us to take out the flue gases from the boiler to the through the chimney to the atmosphere. So for that reason we require small pressure difference inside the boiler, so then only the draught will possible. So it is measured in millimeter of the water. You can measure the draught in the millimeter of water. The draught is one of the most essential system of thermal power plant which supplies required quantity of air for combustion and removes the burnt products from the system. So why the draught is required? Let's take a glance here. It's a more essential system of a thermal power plant which supplies the required quantity. So how much quantity of required air for combustion and removes the burnt products from the system. Let's say, so if we are using the huge amount of air to combustion purpose in the furnace, so those combustion, after combustion the air should, the flue gas will be liberated, though those flue gas should be goes out of the boiler, so or else there may be a possible of explosion. So that reason we require draught system. So this draught system allows the high pressure and high temperature flue gases and it will passes through the chimney. Out of the chimney there will be a atmosphere. So this is why the boiler draught systems are required. Draught can be obtained by use of chimney, fan, steam or air jet or combination of these. So these draught system can be obtained by naturally by using chimney as well, or you can use some fan system also, or you can use steam or air jets or combination of these. So these are the basic of boiler draught systems. So what is the purpose then? Why should these boiler draught systems is required in the boiler? So the main purpose is to supply required amount of air to the furnace. So how much air is required for the combustion will be determined by use of this draught system to remove the gaseous products of a combustion. So this is the one main parameter. So if the combustion gases will occur due to combustion, those flue gases should be goes out of the out of the boiler by the draught system. So to provide an adequate supply of the air for the fuel combustion, so it will provide the adequate supply of air to exhaust the gases of combustion from the combustion chamber. So from combustion chamber the exhaust gases will be goes out because of using of these draught systems. to discharge these gases to the atmosphere through the chimney. So this is the one main purpose. The gases, what are the gases are produced in the combustion chamber, that will be flows out through the chimney to the atmosphere. These are the main purpose of a draught system. So students, let's take a glance on this video. You will have a small idea about what is draught system and how actually the draught will be working on the power plant. Let's take a glance on this video.
Boiler draught or draft. It is the pressure difference between outside and inside of the chimney. If P1 is pressure inside the chimney and P2 is pressure outside the chimney, so draught delta P equals to P2 minus P1. Let H is height of the chimney. So P2 equals to rho A GH and P1 equals to rho G GH. Therefore, dot equals to rho A GH minus rho G GH equals to Hg in bracket rho A minus rho G, where rho A is density of air and rho G is density of flue gas. Importance of draught. It easily receives the air to the furnace or burning of the fuel. It easily carried away the flue gas through the chimney. Classification of boiler draught. The boiler draught are generally two types. One is natural draught, another is artificial draught. The artificial draught are the classified as forced draught, induced draught and balanced draught. Natural draught. This draught is produced due to density difference between outside air and inside flue gas of the chimney. Due to the temperature difference, this density difference is occurred. Due to this draught, the flue gas height H plus H1 is more than the chimney height H. Artificial draught. When the draught is produced by an external agent, that is mechanical fan or blower, is called the artificial draught. Forced draught. In this type of draught, the fan is installed between preheater and furnace. Here, a positive pressure is created in the furnace, so it is called positive pressure draught. The fan is called forced draught fan or FD fan. Induced draught. In this type of draught, the fan is installed between furnace and chimney. Here, a negative pressure is created in the furnace, so it is called negative pressure draught. This fan is called induced draught fan or ID fan. Balanced draught. In this type of draught, the FD and ID both type of fans are installed between preheater and furnace and between furnace and chimney. Here, a huge pressure is created in the furnace. Balanced draught is maximum utilized in the boiler. A huge amount of air and gas flow occur in balanced draught system.
Students,
Boiler draught or draft.
Students, from the video you have a small idea of how the draughts are classified as well as how the draughts are used in the boiler. So let's move on to the next slide. So this is a classification of a draughts. So the draughts are generally classified to two way, that is a natural or a chimney draught, and second one it's artificial draught. So these artificial draught, so before that the natural draught will occur naturally. There is no any extra devices are used, so these are used due to pressure difference in the chimney. These are the draughts are occurred. So this is artificial draught. You can call this as a mechanical draught also. Here you can use external agency, that is called artificial draught. So these artificial draughts are again classified into steam jet draught, and we have mechanical or fan draught. So these steam jet draughts, again we have an induced draught and balanced draught. These mechanical or fan draughts are also divided into, are classified into 3 induced draught, forced draught and balanced draught. So these are the overall classification of a draught systems are used in the power plant. Let's take a one by one. Student, this is a natural or chimney draught. So what is natural or chimney draught will define. So natural draught system employs a tall chimney. So in this natural draught we require tall chimney. The height of the chimney will determine how much draught will possible in the system. So the chimney is a vertical tubular masonry structure or a reinforced concrete. You already know about how the structure of a chimney. So chimney is made up of a reinforced concrete with a tubular masonry structure. So this is the chimney where actually the flue gas will flows out. So it is formed for enclosing a column of flue gases to produce the draught. So here for producing the natural draught, these are the column are used. It removes the gases high enough to prevent air pollution. So here why the tall chimney is required? So it's required to prevent the air pollution, because the flue gas coming out of the boiler will have a higher temperature and high pressure with a contaminated. So we have a carbon dioxide and we have a carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide. Those are the contaminated are having with these flue gases. To remove all the particles, or to remove, even though we have a harsh content, so remove all the particles, these structure, this chimney or a stack should be high enough to prevent all the pollutions. The draught is produced by tall chimney due to the atmosphere temperature difference of the hot gases in the chimney and cold external air outside the chimney. So how this natural draught will occur? It's a difference. The difference will occur of the pressure of a hot gases in the chimney and the cold external air outside the chimney. So those differences, by difference in pressure inside the chimney, will leads to flow the gases outside the atmosphere. So in next slide we will see how the natural or chimney draught will occur. Let's take this is the diagram of a natural chimney draught. Students, here you have a boiler. This is the working of a boiler. The grate level is here. So because here the furnace is there, in this place only the burning will occur. So once the flue gas are formed by combustion of the fuel in the boiler, it flows to the chimney. In this direction it will flows to the chimney and it will move to the chimney with upward. So here the parameter should consider is, so before here we have a flue gas with some temperature and pressure. Let's say some temperature and pressure, so that will be higher than surrounding temperature. Let's say that is a atmospheric pressure. So here you have atmospheric pressure, and here you have a here you have a furnace, that is a flue gas temperature. So let's take the H is the height of the chimney. So this is the chimney, you can call this the chimney. This is the height of the chimney, will determine from here. So whatever the air outside the atmosphere will flows inside it will fill the chimney with certain density. Oh, so that pressure, the air contained in the atmosphere will flows to the chimney. There have a pressure as well as density. So that one we can call as a column of cold air. So this amount of air will be occupied in the chimney. So that air is a atmospheric air, we can call that is a column of air. So when this air pressure will be very less compared to the pressure of the flue gas. So when the flue gas will flows to the chimney and flows here, the density of the air will get decreased. Why? Because it's a cold air, the density will be more. When the hot air flows here, it will mix to the cold air, then again the density will be less. So due to density different, here the pressure will get decreased. So then when the pressure decrease, the outside air will flows inside the chimney, then the flue gas will goes out of the chimney. Then when the outside air flows inside, then you'll have a high pressure, so that will flows from high pressure to low pressure and it will goes out of the chimney. So that column we can call as a equivalent column of hot flue gases. So these difference will give the amount of draught. So this one will give the amount of draught in the system. So this is how natural or chimney draught will occur. So here we have to consider three parameters, that is the height of the chimney, and we have a temperature. So these are the parameters we should consider: height of the chimney and difference in hot gas pressure and outside pressure also we have to consider. So these are the three parameters we should consider while calculating the chimney draught. So let's take a look on by using natural drought, what are the advantages? So we have the advantages of no external power requires. So no external agency or external device are required to supply or to flow out of the flue gases out of the boiler. So for that purpose, here this is a free from external devices or external power. Then it will minimize the extra consumption of electricity. So again, here there is no any other devices like say blower or fans. So here we for that purpose less instrument are used. Therefore, it's a less initial cost. The maintenance cost is low as there is a no mechanical part. So as we say here, mechanical part we have some lubrication, we require more maintenance. So here there is no any extra attachments are used to get the natural drought. For that reason, the maintenance cost is very low. Again, chimney keeps the flue gases at a high place in the atmosphere, which prevents the contamination of the atmosphere. I already explained in previous slide. So due to higher height of the chimney, whatever the contaminated in the flue gas, those are will reduced. While increasing the height of the chimney, those contaminations are reduced, and it should not flows through the atmosphere. So that is the one reason the chimney should keep the flue gases at high places. Again, it has a long life. So these are the made of a monsoon structure, and concrete blocks are going to made. So due to that, it's have a long life. So these are the advantages of a natural drought system. And coming to the disadvantages of a natural drought system, so here have some disadvantages. What are those? The maximum pressure available for the producing natural drought by the chimney hardly 10 to 20 mm of water. So we can expect the natural drought in very limited. So that is hardly 10 to 20 mm of water. So for larger application, these drought are not going to use. So these are the drought for limited application and small capacity boiler. The combustion occur at very limited combustion process occurred. For that purpose only the natural droughts are used. And secondly, the available drought reduces with increase in the outside air temperature and for generating enough drought. So here the available drought, what is that, reduce the increase in outside temperature. So by using natural drought, there may be a temperature increases outside the air. So this will leads to very dangerous to the surrounding public for breathing of high temperature air. So this will have the major problem while using these natural drought systems. So the exhaust gases have to be discharged at relatively high temperature, resulting in loss of overall plant efficiency. So what this point says, exhaust gases have to be discharged. So while running the boiler, simultaneously the flue gas should be discharged outside from the boiler. So while using natural, so these are depends upon the seasons, as well as the air should not be high pressured at all, not at all in all time. So for that reason, the discharge will be very less. So there is a pressure difference may be very less. So these pressure difference will causes the flue gas to flow outside. It may be a not regular, it may be a irregular concept. So that may leads to backfire of furnaces may be possible. So that why it will leads into leads to loss of overall plant efficiency. That is a one major disadvantages. Again, thus maximum utilization of the heat is not possible. So because it is an natural circulation, so for the utilization of the heat for the different application or different accessories, it may be not possible. So these are the main disadvantages by using natural drought system. Students, in this session I have explained the basic of drought system and what are the features of drought system and what are the classification, how we can classify the drought system. So I have explained the natural drought system, that's a basic drought system without adding any extra devices or mechanical devices to the system. I have explained. Based upon that content in my session, I have prepared 2 to 3 multiple choice questions for your reference. Please go through this. So I have a question. I have prepared the questions. Those are: the air pressure at the fuel bed is reduced below that of the atmosphere by means of a fan placed at or near the bottom of the chimney to produce a draught. Such a draught is called. So here you have to understand the question first. The air pressure at fuel bed is reduced below that of atmosphere. So we have a atmosphere less pressure, means of fan place. So here you have to consider as a fan place at or near the bottom of the chimney is called as a induced draught system. This is an induced draught system because the fan is placed below the chimney. So here we have a sucking of the air is possible. Due to that, we can call this induced draught system. So the draught may be produced by either mechanical fan, steam jet, chimney, or all of these. So the question is, by all means we can produce the draught system for that purpose. The answer is all of these. And third one, the chimney draught varies with either it is climatic conditions, height of the chimney, temperature of the furnace gas, or all of these. So the answer, I have to think about chimney draught mainly varies with these are the conditions. So climatic conditions also very important. Height of the chimney is also important, and temperature of furnace gas also very important. So these 3 points should be considered while determining the chimney draught. For that purpose, all of these are correct. So students, let's take an activity for you to visit any power plant nearby or industries where the actual boiler system is used. There we have a draught system. For any boiler there must be a draught system. So you just study those boiler draught system and prepare a detailed functioning of the boiler draught system, as well as suppose there may be a natural draught system, then you have to calculate with the chimney height and tally with what are the height of the stacks are constructed there. You have to construct, you have to compare the height with calculation with actual. So this will give you a brief about how much the natural draught is possible in the power plant. So those calculation you can gone through this calculation will give you a clear idea about how much draught is possible in the power plants as you visited. So you prepare this activity. So these are the reference books I have referred for your preparing these content for content for this session. Please go through. These are the books. You will get different ideas. You will get you will get the more informations regarding this boiler draught system by referring these books. Any question, please mail to maleshanaik@gmail.com. You will get clarified shortly. That's it from this session. Thank you. I will get back to you another session with more information regarding these draught concepts. So I have explained in session 7 with a natural circulation, natural draught system, but I have another circulations, another draught systems also there. Those are mechanical or artificial draught systems also there. I will going to explain in next session. Please watch continuously and go through the books I have given. You will clarify the questions as much as possible. Thank you once again. Stay safe and stay healthy.